and gentlemen, welcome to the Pop Art Hunter channel. Today we're going to be doing an unenvelope box cardboarding, and I'm a little nervous about this one. I know what it is, which is why I'm a little nervous, because I was excited to get this piece, but the envelope has some water damage, and I went ahead and let it dry out a bit because it sort of had just some, I don't know. I don't even know how it got water damage. You know, it was raining outside like the night before, but this didn't get delivered to the morning of. It's in one of those postal box things that I don't know how water would even get in there. It's not airtight, but it's not, you know, I don't know how water seeped up the ground, up the pole, got around the thing, went to the box, maybe went through the keyhole. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and unbox this anyway. Hopefully it's all right. Let's go ahead and get started. Again, I am a little bit nervous, partially nervous about the water damage that's here. You can see the wrinkling and such. And we're going to open it up. And one thing about doing unboxings is that if you need to make a return, you have a 5 to 15 minute video of the damage being opened from scratch. So yeah, if I need to make any sort of return of sorts, you know, this will allow me to have better evidence that it was actually damaged in transit and not something that I did. I'm actually going to open up this box the whole way, because in that way, if there is damage, I can see it next to the specific areas that have maybe water in it, and that will show a bit more clearly how the damage occurred. So, all right, so I think I got this pretty much open. There we go. Okay. So the nice thing, it is in a plastic baggie, so hopefully there is no damage that soaked through or seeped through. Looks like the cardboard maybe is good. A little rippling there, so it kind of makes it appear as though there could be some damage, or at least not damage, but that the water could have soaked through. It would have been very probably difficult, but sometimes these plastic sleeves can, you know, be a little porous and let stuff in, or something can seep. But this just might be general wrinkling within the box itself. Who knows? Okay, I have a piece of tape on my hand, and it will not leave me. All right. Sorry about that. That freak out. Okay, well, that just popped right out there. So, okay. So it looks pretty good. I don't think I see any damage offhand. Okay, so this is the Nestle Quick Bunny. I'm looking at it now, and I'm seeing that it is 2 cells, or at least 1 cell that is attached to another. One moment. Just wanted to get a glove, and because I want to be careful about touching this too much. So these, there are 2 cells that are together, but I thought it was just 1 cell. But there are 2 cells together, and I'm not sure what part of which cell is where. So I'm just looking here. I don't like cells that are stuck together, but it appears that these are stuck. So it appears that they're not coming apart. And it's almost as if, just looking here. Sorry, I'm like overly analyzing this here. It looks as if it's really weird. Okay, so I'm just looking. There's no paint on the back of this sheet, and so I think that they added that back sheet simply as a way to preserve the paint. And so the way that I can see it, as far as I can tell, and I'll show you a little bit closer here, you're probably thinking, this is just the worst video. I can't even see what he's doing. So there is the figure, and it's really nice and pristine. Everything looks really good. And in the back, there is 0 paint on the back here. There is nothing. And so there's nothing on that cell. And typically, I would imagine that this full figure bunny cell would be on the back, and for instance, the strawberry, the mouth, the eyes, they would be on their own cell above that. And so this one doesn't also, there's no duplicate writing on the back here. It isn't lined up, which, you know, if they're going to try to preserve it, they could at least line up the dots just a little bit. But it doesn't look like there's anything on the back. There's no additional writing. So I think this is just a blank cell that was added to the back there, which is fine for me. I only thought it was one cell. I wish it wasn't there, but then again, if you're going to preserve something, this might be a better way than some other ways to preserve it, because it probably will reduce some of the cracking and stuff. It's probably going to keep it together and kind of sealed together pretty well. I wouldn't do this myself, but this could have been done again. I don't think necessarily by the seller, but probably the company when they produced it. So yeah, anyway, let's go back to just looking at it. So this is the Nestle Quick Rabbit. This would have been done for a commercial. You can see this Nestle Quick container in the background, the little rabbit with a strawberry on its head, and this is the cartoon version of that. I'm not sure when exactly this came out. I think the Nesquik Bunny, especially in this iteration, was around 70s, 73, 74, somewhere in there maybe. That's my guesstimate. So I'm probably going to frame this and maybe even frame it with you know, if I can find a cartoon version of it. I looked a little bit to try to find a commercial with this particular rabbit in it, and I couldn't find commercials of anything this early that were online. So I might have to look at some of the archive stuff and see what I can find there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like all the colors. You know, it's very pink and red, and it's, you know, vibrant that way. And I like having the background piece from the commercial that shows the can and what bunny it's actually supposed to represent. So yeah, pretty cool piece. I'm glad to have it in my collection. This is the first animation cell that has anything to do with advertising or ad icons, really, that I have in my collection. I mean, this is from a commercial. This was advertising a product, and I really don't have those. So when you get a first piece in your collection, it's an exciting time because it's the first, and you know, you kind of get those little feels in your tummy. And so I'm happy to get this one, especially because it's a character that I remember growing up. Not this particular one. I'll get to that. This is a little bit more vintage, but the Nesquik Bunny, I mean, I remember him from cartoons, and I remember drinking strawberry Nesquik when I was a kid. I would loved strawberry milk. You know, you put the milk, you put the Nesquik. It explains a little bit my physique, you know, because I probably drank too much of it. I could just eat it. Granulated pure strawberry sugar. I mean, I wouldn't have any qualms with that. But yeah, so I mean, I loved Nesquik when I was a kid. The bunny I remember from the cartoons. But then this one is also a little bit more vintage. This is one of the earlier, if not the earliest bunny concepts that they had when they did the advertisements. And so, you know, it meets my needs of having vintage antique stuff. It meets the needs of animation cells. It meets the needs of advertising and ad icons. It meets the needs of animation cells. So this is just a piece that hits multiple categories, and I'm just so pleased to put it into my collection. I'm happy that I was able to get it, and hopefully you enjoyed it too. Well, thanks for watching the Pop Art Hunter channel. Subscribe, like, comment, all those things, and we will see you next time.